All right, hello. Quick tutorial here for edPuzzle, which is one of the tools that we use a lot here in Lewis High School. So you might want to use edPuzzle as a way to create flipped classroom videos, check for understanding, assign different YouTube videos to students that are made by yourself or others, and get their reactions, get their reflections. It's very versatile, actually. So this is great for an asynchronous or independent activity, but you can also use edPuzzle while having a class of students in your room as well. But it's really very flexible. So starting up, if you've never logged in before, you're going to click sign up. And when you do, you're going to say that you're a teacher and you're going to sign in with Google. Your students as well will sign up through their own school Google accounts. And we'll talk about that in just a moment. So the first thing you're going to see is my content, which includes my videos. And right now I only have one video here, which is currently assigned, so I can't edit it, but that's okay. You have different libraries available to you. So my content is things that you have created. Lewis High School will show you videos that are made by others in the school and other with their questions that you can make copies of and edit and do what you like. There's a curriculum search. So you can click on curriculum and high school. And if you want to find something in math, let's say algebra 1, you want to find something about systems of equations, you can go and look at what other math teachers have done, not just in our school, but elsewhere, to help find something quick if you don't want to create it yourself. There's also different channels here. So you have the option to just search YouTube itself. So if you want to just search any kind of term, let's say I want to search electoral college, and a number of different electoral college videos shows up that I can then use to create my edPuzzle activity. You also have options like different channels like Khan Academy, TED Talks, National Geographic, Veritasium, Numberphile, and Crash Course. So those are already pre-selected, but again, you can use YouTube to find anything that you're looking for. So that is content. In a separate video, I'm going to talk about how you actually create a edPuzzle activity using this specific video. So it'll get a little weird and inception-y, but I hope you enjoy it. All right, so when you are ready to add students into this, so that would be my classes. Right now I have one demo class at the moment, and I did assign that demo class this Numberphile video that I made. And you can see that no one has yet signed in or turned it in. So that's okay. But if you want to preview, want to see what the assignment is, you can click on that assignment and you could see the status of the students that you assigned it to. So you can also click on questions and you can see if they've answered the questions that you have given, and you can get a little score thing. When students start answering these activity questions, it'll show up in the gradebook mode, and you can see your different classes here in the drop down, and then the different activities that you've given. So you can export it as a Excel file and do all sorts of fun things. All right, so how do you set this up within Google Classroom? Well, the first thing you're going to do is click Add New Class. And as much as Google Classroom is an option here and you would love to use it, you can't. It's just not integrated in FCPS, so a little sad, but that's okay. All right, so you're going to give your class a name. So I might say US History, period 5. You can put a description if you want. It's not mandatory. You want to leave Classic selected. That makes life a lot easier for you. Unfortunately, the import class option, not a thing. All right. Lost my. Okay, so I'm going to go click Create Class. And as you can see, there's really not much here, but that's all right. So in this class, I'm going to go invite students. The easiest way to do so is click the button on the top right, and it gives me a join code, but you're going to copy the link, copy, and now go back to Google Classroom. So again, assume that this was the classroom that you would want your students to join from Google. The easiest way to add this, you can add in the stream. That's an option. Another way, which is actually handier, is to create it as a content. So I did that already. So again, you would just do create and material, and you might put edPuzzle class link. Then you're going to add and add link. And now you're going to paste your link. So you're going to add link. And then you would go and post that for your class. Now, of course, I have already done that in this demo classroom, so I'm not going to go and do that again. So once your, now say that right. So your students, once they start joining that class, you'll see they'll start populating inside here. And we'll start on the assignments that you've given. And now you want to assign them things. You're going to go and find your content. So you're going to go back to edPuzzle. And let's go back to search content. So I'm going to go to YouTube. And now I'm going to go back again to Electoral College. And there's certainly a number of different options out there. This actually would be a good opportunity for you to paste a link. So let's say you had a specific video that you found already that you like to use. So if I go back to my YouTube channel here, and I know this is not it. If you're using your own videos that you've uploaded to YouTube, you copy that link and you go back to edPuzzle and you paste that link in there, and it will immediately take you to this screen for you to create your edPuzzle. So this is if you want to cut it, you have the option to create a voiceover, which will replace the audio in that video with whatever you give. So if you want to narrate a video, instead of having the narrator or the audio that's currently in the video, that's how you would do it. And then the question option is where you would start adding questions. So you can add a note. Now a note is really just a sticky note, either a piece of information, a link to another video, something, for students to keep in mind as they're doing this. An open-ended question allows students to respond on their own and give a longer answer, a long-form answer. So there are many uses for this. And a multiple choice question, you create the question, the answer choices, and you can even select multiple answers at the same time, and these will be graded in your grade book. Right? So that is a real basic in how to create these questions. I'm going to do a little more longer video with this in a second. So if you want to find edPuzzles, so let's just go to that pre-made curriculum again. And let's go back to government economics, government, let's see, political parties, primary elections, U.S. presidential elections. All right, that sounds good. So this already has the video selected, and you can see the list of questions that are already there. So if you click on one of them, it will tell you, here is the question, and then you can do the answer choice. Okay, cool. And then when students actually see this, the rewatch feature allows them to rewatch basically from one bookmark from the previous question to the current one just to get a handle on it. All right, great. So if you like this video, you can either edit it, you can make your own personal copy, you can assign it as it is, or share it. So if I want to assign it to my class, I'm going to click assign. And I'm going to assign it to my history class here, assign to everybody. And I'm going to click assign. Now, one thing that you should know is that this is not going to give any kind of connection to Google Classroom. So you will have to post on Google Classroom that you have given this assignment for students to do. So just one other thing just to keep in mind if you're using this is that you do have to notify students that a new assignment has been posted. I don't think they see it automatically. So really, that's about it in terms of the getting started with edPuzzle and how to make a class, how to post it in Google Classroom. You can also post that link in Blackboard as well if you're using Blackboard, and basics on finding content. So the next thing I will show you is how to use your own video to create an edPuzzle. So stay tuned for that. I hope you've enjoyed this one. And yeah, thanks for watching.